got you.
I got a question already. What's the ratio to fresh to use oak?
Yeah.
On this one?
Sorry, say it again.
New to use oak.
On the Chardonnay, these guys don't use a lot of new oak. So I don't know the exact number, but I can tell you across the board, except for their Cabernets, on any of their whites or their Pinots or anything else, they only use about 15% new. So I don't know on this one specifically, quite honestly, I don't want to lie to you. I'm not going to be one of those people that just comes in and pretending like I know everything about it. I'll tell you if I know. On this one, I don't know exactly. I would assume it's probably in line with the rest of theirs, which is only about 10 to 15% new. They don't use a lot of new oak because, again, they're not one of those wineries that wants to be overly rich, overly oaky, overly buttery. Even the process that they call malolactic fermentation that gives it its creaminess. They don't want to have too much. They don't want to be over the top. You know, they don't want to be that style that is like some people love it, some people hate it. They want to fall in the middle and be like, we want to please, you know, a lot of people because, you know, obviously that's more advantageous. So, like when I try this, I think this is a really good example of like what I would call almost like a Burgundian style Chardonnay, meaning as opposed to Napa that's known for those big oaky buttery flavors, this one has a bit more of that kind of acidity, really pretty floral, almost like a white flower notes to it. Again, sort of orchard fruit like the Sauvignon Blanc had, and just very pleasant. I mean, it goes down, again, kind of like the Sauvignon Blanc, it goes down easy. I don't know if you guys would agree with that, but I think this goes down really easy. Any other notes or thoughts on this guy?
Do they have any malolactic fermentation?
They do mallow, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. You do have mallow. Usually Chardonnay will at least have some mallow unless they're doing completely unoaked as well. This one's probably about 50 to 75% mallow. They'll block it on the other 25 to 50%, but it will have definitely some mallow. Yeah, like this is so let's talk about who we would sell this to. I mean, you guys know the menu here better than I do, so maybe you guys could come up with some ideas of the dishes that you might serve this with. But who would you kind of sell this to customer-wise? I want to hear from you guys what you think.
Someone who's just there to have a couple snacks, maybe a salad, time, talking with a friend, something easy to sip on.
Yep, exactly. And eating the branzino, definitely. Yep, fish always goes well with this. Anything else? Risotto, yeah, definitely. So that slight creaminess on the back end would definitely go well with risotto. Kind of pick up on those notes. This is, again, one of those that it's an easy sell for multiple reasons. And I would tell you this, for just, again, use it in your back pocket. For people that want Chardonnay, they're going to like this because it's Chard. First of all, it says Chard. I find, quite honestly, between me and you, again, nothing I'd ever say to a guest, but between me and you, people that want Chardonnay just want it to say Chardonnay on the label, quite honestly, because that's what they're comfortable with, right? It's their comfort level. A lot of times, wine is synonymous with comfort level. And so, if they see Chardonnay, okay, perfect. I'm going to be comfortable there. It doesn't matter what it tastes like as long as it says Chardonnay. Then there's other people that drink Chardonnay maybe because they're introduced to it, or they've never had it before, or they, like we just talked about with Sauvignon Blanc, have always had bad renditions of Chardonnay, or what they deem as not very good renditions. So you could also sell it to those people that maybe say, hey, I'm not a huge Chardonnay fan. You could say, hey, listen, I just had this Chardonnay last night, or today, or last week, or whatever. I tried it, and man, it blew me away. I'm not usually a Chardonnay fan either. I think you're really going to like this. This is really balanced. It has some nice acidity to it. It's very elegant. It's easy drinking. It's not that big oaky, buttery thing that you probably are thinking of when you think of Chardonnay. And then the guest is like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Let me try something like that. That's an easy way to get this in their glass. Does that make sense? Any other thoughts or questions or notes on this guy?